Jace Denman with Flag Family Media. I'm here with Dragon men's basketball head coach Tim Bergstraser. Coach, quite the start to the season, 6-0 in non-conference. What did you learn about your squad in that non-conference schedule?
That we can win ugly, that's for dang sure. We started off very hot against Missouri Southern, and then playing, well, we'll just say this, our schedule's very tough. And, teams are playing really well on the road. And we need to do a better job of controlling and managing leads, but understand this is college basketball and they got players too and they're going to make their runs. So it's been good learning experiences for our team to handle those winning time situations. And just at the same time, it's, winning and learning rather than losing and learning. But a lot of guys have really bought into their roles, trying to buy into what we're trying to do for our program. So that's been fun as a coach to see guys like Jameer, Jakir, Jennison, who are newer to the program, to see them kind of slowly chip away and improve on the stuff that we've been hitting on every single day. So we're getting there. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, when you talk about a couple of those games, you had some leads. You had to kind of grind one out against South Dakota School of Mines. I think there was another one that kind of got close in that second half, but you found ways to win. And is that, in a sense, kind of one of the greatest teachers there to be able to kind of learn how to finish off those games, even though you've kind of let the other team back in it, per se?
Yeah, and we just tell our guys, you just got to find a way. There's no fancy formula to it. I think they do need to just take a deep breath sometimes and relax, because in those, so it's like the Washburn game, the Mines game, the game against Michigan Tech and Northern Michigan. We had a pretty good lead, and then they started going on the runs, and I don't want to say they panicked, but there was a little sense of, all right, we need to go like 150 miles an hour. So we got to play it poised, act like we've been here before, and just control it and handle it. So I'd say we did a lot better versus Michigan Tech. I think we gave up way too big of a lead, but again, it's college basketball. Guys are really going to go on these type of runs, especially when they're at their home place.
When you look at the new acquisitions, if you will, the new transfers in that are new to the squad, what can you say about them and their transition to becoming part of this Dragon men's team? Because it seems as though they've been pretty seamlessly integrated into the system early on in this season.
Yeah, they've done a great job, and we try to, in recruiting process, we always try to be as transparent as possible. Like, hey, this is how it's probably going to go. You're going to have your ups and downs early on, and then hopefully you'll be playing your best basketball come January, February. Mm-hmm. But it's a little rocky road to start for all of our experience with the transfers. But they've done a great job in just trusting us, like, hey, this is how we do things, just continue to buy into it. Jameer did a great job. He's had a lot of up and down early in the season, and then like the second half, he really keeps listening to us, and then he's actually executing it. So that shows that he's actually listening to what we have to say. Jakir, same process, especially preseason. It took him a while to kind of understand how we like to play. And he's already a talented individual, but to see him actually transition onto the court as well. And then same thing with Jennison, just a very coachable young man. Still has some work to do, just like a lot of the guys, but it all helps with all three of them, just the sense that they're really good at listening, they really care about winning, they're really competitive, so it just makes it easier for us as a coaching staff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You got to have guys that are coachable. Obviously, that's the big thing. This week, you start conference schedule. You get one of your big rivals, Northern State, down in Aberdeen on Thursday. Then you follow up with your first home game of the season on Saturday. So talk a little bit about starting the conference schedule, and then finally on Saturday getting your first home game of the season.
Yeah, we're ready to get into the juggernaut of the NSIC. We're all going to beat the crap out of each other this year. Everybody's got a lot of players, so it's going to be an interesting league this year. I'm very eager to see how it goes. And going to Northern State, there's that, if you want to call it a rivalry, there's a lot of winning tradition at that school. So we're always a little more edgy to play one another, especially when it's at their place. They draw a really good crowd. So it's going to be a competitive, good college atmosphere. So, we're really looking forward to it. We need to have a really good scout today and tomorrow because they're a very talented team with some guys that could really fill it up. And then it'll be nice to really be back at home. It's been a fun November on the road, a lot of long bus trips, but I think our guys have handled that extremely well, and it's not easy for anybody to do. So I give those guys a lot of credit, and now hopefully we can we'll see where it lands on Thursday, and then we'll be eager to get back to good old NSIC.
Well, we are looking forward to another exciting season of Dragon basketball. We're looking forward to covering you guys on Saturday, obviously, and best of luck on Thursday down in Aberdeen against the Wolves. So we'll talk to you again on Saturday, obviously, but this is Jace Denman along with Coach Tim Bergstraser talking Dragon basketball. We'll talk to you later.